This is The Wretched, an actual play podcast of a game by Chris Bezette and played by Ben Maddox. Episode 2: A Conscious Hate.
To bite your face. I'm not alien. I'm going to shake you out in space.
That was spooky, wasn't it? Welcome to episode 2 of The Wretched. There were reasons I had to do an a cappella number. I might have to do an a cappella number for the entire series, but that was good, wasn't it? Less barbershop quartet, more choir of the damned. Yes, so welcome, The Wretched. If we remember last time what happened, our ship's doctor wrote a message to his daughter and that. Loads of stuff happened. We got the beacon. I got to remember to roll the d6 at the end. And yeah, so that's it really. And this is a super simple one. So, all right, I'm going to come clean with you. I'm going to come clean. And this show isn't sponsored by Axe Shower Gel. By Axe Shower Gel. Not the one you see in the supermarket. It's a shower gel made from axes. It ensures your skin is super clean by skinning you. No skin, no dirt on it. Axe Shower Gel, made of axes. So, I mean, we're not sponsored by Axe Shower Gel, the shower gel made from axes. Really, we're not. Tim, if you're listening to this, logo, Axe Shower Gel, the shower gel made from axes. Anyway, he sent a message to his daughter. There were some beacons and that. I got to roll a d6, and yeah, this is super simple. This game, I roll a d6 to see how many prompts that I have to deal with in the deck of cards, which I've popped here. Then, again, I was pulling... So the problem was, you see, I was pulling the cards out from their sheath. And so I was distracted because I can't do more than one thing at once. And it's not because of that boring old stereotype, oh, men, can't multitask, oh. No, it's not that. It's just that I have a very low brain capacity. I've been watching YouTube videos at the moment about building PCs. I don't know, I just fell down a YouTube wormhole. And my fucking CPU is old and that. And so, you know, it's a 1977 model. So, you know, needs a lot of cooling with booze. And don't work very efficient. Not got quad cores in it, certainly. If you know what any of that means, at 5Games4Doomsday on the Twitters, 5Games4Doomsday@gmail.com, get on the Discord. Go to 5Games4Doomsday.com, click on the fucking thingy, the pinned post, and then you can join the Discord and you can tell me what any of that shit means. I've still no idea. Oh, my GPU. I've been looking at GPUs just for lols. They're quite expensive, aren't they? Anyway, yeah, my brain is very scatty today. Yeah, so you roll the d6. That tells you how many cards you're going to draw, how many prompts you're going to get. And if you remember through playing the game, I'm going to bring up the PDF now. So, hearts represent your ship's systems, your life support, water purification, and the like. Diamonds represent your ship's physical structures. Clubs represent the crew, and they're all dead. I wonder if any of them will come back to life. I'm a space zombie. That was my space zombie impression there. That's, by the way, any silly voices and stuff I do on this, because they're so high quality. Space zombie. because they're so high quality, they're under copyright of Benco, and so, you know, if you put them on YouTube videos, because you're bound to want to use them, because they're so excellent, that you'll get a copyright strike. And I'll DDoS you or something. A DDoS attack. I don't know what any of these things mean. I studied acting. I can talk about the Verfremdungseffekt from Brecht. And I can talk about memory recall in the Stanislavskian system. It wasn't called the method. The method was an American thing, different to Stanislavski. See, I can talk about that. I can't talk about DDoS attacks, though, can I? You know what I mean? Is that related to MS-DOS? Anyway, get on the Discord, let me know. So, yeah, and spades represent the creature, what it's going to do. And, yeah, so if you use any of my sound effects, Bencorp will come and get its money. I'm like the Don Henley of sound effects in many ways. I watched a lot of YouTube videos where they complain about Don Henley because the Eagles can't use the Eagles music. Question is, people, why the bloody hell would you want to? The Eagles, they're shite. I'm very much with the dude on this. Anyway, gotta go off to my sponsor for this show. Are you tired of stubborn stains on your skin? Does your skin feel too present in your life? Then, Axe Shower Gel. Not that one. The only shower gel made of real axes. You've got dirty skin, you don't need it no more. Get it chopped off. With Axe Shower Gel, made from axes. So thank you, come back from the sponsorship there. Anyway, so what we got to do, very simple. Oh, and that's what I was going to say. I've managed, in the 2 weeks since I've recorded the last episode, I managed to actually keep the Jenga tower up. It hasn't fallen over once, which is astonishing, because I've just got a bloody Jenga tower on my desk. But it hasn't fallen over once. So you'll be happy to know we're not playing with like a crooked deck or anything. So I'm just going to go through the rules to make sure I'm not lying. So, roll your die, draw that number of cards from the deck, keeping them face down. Ooh, I didn't do that last time. Turn over the first card you drew and consult the operations manual. If the operation manual asks you to do a specific thing, do it. Continue turning over cards and consulting the operations manual until your tasks are complete. When you've completed your task for the day, discard the cards you've used unless you are told otherwise. And then phase 2 is the log. Take a moment to consider the events of the day, keeping in mind what you've learned about the state of your ship, the actions of the creature, and how you're feeling, and record your audio log for the day. So yeah, so I see the bones of Long Haul in this. And, you know, on the front page of Long Haul, it says this game is based on the Wretched. And the RPG I'm writing, which I've done the first draft of already. Isn't that exciting? I just got to redraft it, and then I'm going to send it to a couple of people to have a look at. I'm going to play test it and that. I'm going to see if it's fucking terrible or not. It might be fucking awful, you know. But that is very much based on Long Haul, which is very much based on this. So I will put that in the credits when it gets published and that. It's going to be published through Bencorp. And if you see, you know, and if you do like a live playthrough on YouTube, I'm going to copyright strike the shit out of you. I'm going to take all that fucking money. Because, you know, YouTube channels that do journaling RPGs, they're definitely scraping in the thousands of pounds, aren't they? So yeah, if you can do it, you do it, mate. I'm going to take all your money, I'm going to copyright strike. It's all going to Bencorp. It's a very successful corporation, Bencorp. Anyway, yeah, so I've been dithering for long enough. I might as well start. So here we go. Rolling the die. So there we are. 3. That's a number 3. Oh, and as you remember, I am using for this playthrough, and I'll put a photo up of the dice on the Discord. Yeah, come to the Discord. Yeah, I'm rolling the Cthulhu die.
Cthulhu, he is your master. You like tentacles? You love me. Touch them, my tentacles. No, they're not slimy. That's a common misconception. on Cthulhu's. Actually, Cthulhu's are quite dry and pleasant to the touch. They're not slimy like you would assume. Don't misassume about Cthulhu's, because we are here for Yulus.
Yeah, so I rolled 3, so I'm going to do it like it says in the book. Sound effects there. It's real sound effects. It's not a sound effect. It's not an effect. It's actually a real thing. 1 card, 2 cards, 3 of your human cards, and then I'm going to put the deck to the side, and then we're going to go through the cards that I've drawn, starting with the first one, and we're going to see, and I'm going to have to pull from the Jenga tower, and fingers crossed, we don't die. So, first card, are you excited? It's the Queen of Spades. So as we remember, spades represent the creature. Oh, because it's like based on Alien. He doesn't actually say that in the book, but it clearly is, isn't it? The Queen of Spades feels like it's going to be hardcore to me. All right, here we go. Queen of Spades. What do you imagine the creature calls itself? Pull from the tower. Okay. Oh, this is actually quite nice. So what I'm going to do on the notes, there will be a discourse on the nature of consciousness and sentiousness. I'm sure that's not a word. Of the creature. So he's a doctor, and it's really good because he's a doctor, right? And he will come up with his nickname for it. So he'll come up with his nickname for it, and then you'll be, ooh, and that's what he'll call the creature from now on. Isn't that exciting? All right, so I've got to pull from the tower. This is rough. So I'm starting now. This is rough. That one's loose. It's coming out of the middle at the bottom of the tower. That's got to be the best choice, isn't it? And I'm doing it with one hand here. Boom. There we go. Safe. I expect to pull from the tower 3 times today. All right. Next card. Face cards today. This is the Jack of Clubs. And if you remember, clubs represents the crew. When you draw a club, you're reminded of the people that you've lost. So Jack of Clubs. It's exciting. You gather together the bodies of the crew you were closest to and seal them in the remaining airlock, saying a few words of remembrance over their bodies, but you can't quite bring yourself to jettison them. What words do you say? Why is it so hard to send them out into space? Okay, so he's speaking to his daughter, right? He is gonna read his, what's the word I'm looking for? Not obituary, his eulogy. Interesting fact, I read the eulogy at my mother's funeral. It's a bit morbid, isn't it? But I wrote one, and I read it. I kind of demanded that I wanted to read it, and it was quite nice, I think. It was quite nice, though I didn't read it very well, because I was a bit fucked up in the fucking mind. I ain't fucking mind telling you. But yes, so I've had experience writing eulogies, so he's going to read part of his eulogy. He's not going to read our bloody eulogy. And I will come up with the people he loves. But he will leave other corpses around because I think he's starting to go a bit potty. So he wants to show love to certain people in the ship. And it says pull from the bloody tower. This game is brutal. Oh, there's one, but I don't really want to go there because it's like on the side. Oh, there's one from the middle. Boom. Okay. I'm doing it with one hand because that makes it harder. And success. Alright, final card. What are you hoping for? Press B in the chat. Don't know what that means either. See that on videos, right? They go, press B in the chat. Don't know what it means. Don't know what it means. Even someone I think on the Discord or something said that like last week. Join the Discord, by the way. 5gamesfordoomsday.com. Hit the pin post. Join the Discord. It says like, press B in the chat. And I didn't say, I didn't want to look like a lame old boomer. But I don't know what it means. What does it mean? Press B in the chat. Anyway, if anyone wants to explain that, come on the Discord, explain it to me. You should explain things to me. All right. 10 of spades. Ugh, double alien today. All right, I'm an alien for all those who remember the Fast Show. All right, 10 of Spade waits. Oh, because the thing is, when it says pull from the tower, it's in bold. So that's the first thing you see with the prompt, pull from the tower. Guess what the 10 of spades wants me to do? Yeah. Okay, you find something left behind by the creature, blood or a body part, something you can't quite explain. Describe it. Okay, so what's good? I don't want it to be sort of alien-y. It's not got acid blood and that. What's good? What would be good? I think it has scratched something into the ship. And I think it's scratched a word that I can't quite see. And that feeds into the fact that it's sentient. And it feeds into the fact that what's so bizarre is it speaks a language that I can understand. It's probably not going to be English, though. And it has written something. That's all I'm going to say. It has written something. All right, so there we are. I've got to pull from the Tower of Night again. Bloody hell. I'm interviewing Chris Bissett, the maker of the game, soon. And I'm going to give him a round telling off about how much he makes me use the Jenga tower. So that one's loose, but there's no in the middly ones now. Oh, good. Yeah, that one's loose. That one's loose. I want the ship to survive. I don't want it to die. Okay. No, I'm looking for middly ones. Oh, there's a loose middly one. It's quite near the top, but that's all right, I think. Okay. Ooh, this one's awkward. I don't have hands. So I've pulled it out. So I pulled it out of the middle. I'm going to place it on the top. And boom! There we go. I'm placing the cover now on the Jenga tower so it doesn't die. And there we are. So, what I've written is there will be a discourse on the nature of consciousness and the sentienceness of the creature. He will come up with a nickname for it. He's going to read part of his eulogy. And the creature has written something. Scratched it into the paintwork of the ship. Well, isn't this exciting? So, first thing I'm going to do, I've got to remember this. I'm going to put these cards back in the box so they don't fall on the floor and that. And then, do you know what I'm going to do? Oh, I forgot. I nearly forgot. Maybe people were thinking about it. Doubt they were, but I'm going to roll the D6.
The Cthulhu die. Go do that Cthulhu that you do so well.
And if I get a 6, closer to rescue. Now, I'm going to take a picture of this, and I'm going to put it on the Discord. I didn't bloody cheat. I can't find my bloody phone. This is outrageous. So I didn't cheat. I'm going to take a photo of this. I'm going to put it up on the Discord. I just rolled another bloody 6. I did. I rolled another bloody 6. Put the cards next to it and the beacon next to it. And I'm going to remove one of the things. There's 8 there now. And they come to rescue me. Isn't it amazing? All right, so now I've done that. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go write it.
Day 2. Salvage ship, the Wretched. Ship's Doctor Ben Maddox reporting. You had these cross eyes when you were born. Only lasted a couple of days, but me and your mother were concerned at first. But they straightened themselves out. But then we watched you as you grew, as you became who you are. It looked like there was nothing in there at first. Just those crossed eyes looking unfocused at the world. We saw you come to life, though. You started to appear. It was just little things at first. A smile, a scrunched up face when we knew you were going to the loo. Then over time you became more distinct. More you. Before you could talk. In that fragile little skull, in that fragile little body, a person, unique, uniquely you, uniquely you. I knew all about it, of course, cognitive development. You may not think it, but you read a few books to become a doctor. But to see it actually happen, the human spirit blossoming in that little body. Oh, what a gift you gave me. You almost made me turn to God. Almost. I saw it today. That creature. When I was leaving the airlock. After I dragged their bodies there. Oh. Dragged. What a terrible word to use. I had to get rid of their bodies. There are no flies in space and no maggots, but I carry so much with me. In reality, I'm barely myself. I'm mostly bacteria, and these bacteria had got to work on my crewmates. So I had to get rid of them. So I dragged them to the airlock with the full intention of sending them out into space. I couldn't do it, darling. They're lying there now. I've never been alone before, you see, and their bodies must retain something of them. Shouldn't they? Shouldn't they? Oh. I think I may be turning to God. He's not here, though. Not so far out in space. I felt like I had to say something over their bodies. Would you like to hear what I wrote? Well, madam, you have no choice. So buckle yourself in for some writing. This is what I wrote. You made my day bearable. All of you. This may not sound like much, but in the sterility of all this blackness, bearable is a gift. Bearable is treasure. He made me laugh occasionally with your stupid jokes and your desire to normalize what we were doing. Songs that you listened to when you were young and your groins throbbed. All of those songs echoed your desire for love, your desire for others to be in your arms. I know I complained, but I loved those songs. They took me back to earth, to life. They made the day bearable. I look at you now, and I'm struck by the violence of your deaths, and I curse the thing that took your lives. I want revenge, even though this thing probably can't comprehend the concept. I want God to strike it down, even if there is no God. I want these irrational things because I'm human, and I remain human because of all of you. Because you made my day bearable. I know I'll join you soon, but until that happens, I'll do what's required of me. I'll remember you. I'll play your stupid songs, and I'll smile. So what do you think? Soppy, I know. I stood in front of the button, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't say goodbye. It was then that I saw it, just staring at me through the window, its face pushed up against it, and there was no malice there. It was just curiosity. I looked at it, and I knew it was alive. I knew it was conscious. I had seen that silent consciousness before, you see. I'd seen it in you. We stood looking at each other for minutes. Then it darted off. Where, I don't know, but I was struck with an horrific thought. That it knew what it had done. This was no blind animal working on pure instinct. It was deliberate. It had planned. I hated it even more then. I wanted it dead. Yeah, and if I sound a little shaken talking to you, it's because I saw something else as I was heading back here to send this report. Walking down the corridor, I saw something else. Something that reinforced my supposition that this thing was sentient. That it had the intelligence like ours. It had scratched something into the paint in one of the corridors, something I recognize. It must be trying to drive me mad. Oh God. Oh God. Oh. What it had scratched, you see. Well, it was maddening to me. You see, it had scratched your name. Oh, I need a drink. I have to go now. This is Ben Maddox, ship's doctor, signing off.
All music by Chris Bizet. The game can be bought at loottheroom.itch.io. If you want to support the podcast, you can do that by going to patreon.com/5G4D. Thank you for listening.